Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again. And look what I have right here. It's none other than the Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus. And what is this phone doing right now? Let me show you. It is completing an ANTUTU test. And this brings up kind of the point of this video, guys, which is that I've run now a number of ANTUTU benchmarks on this Note 11 Pro Plus. Now this is the 6 gig version, so that may be the reason why I'm running into this, but from the original claimed ANTUTU score that Xiaomi had mentioned in the keynote, that was 500,000. And right now I've run this test 2 or 3 times and I've only gotten to around 425,000. We're gonna find out what the score is for this test here at the end of this video, but just kind of speaks to this point that I wanted to bring up, which is ANTUTU scores that, the scores that companies put out there are sometimes not exactly the real experience that at least I run into. And in the case of this phone, they definitely claimed 500,000 for this phone. And from my experience so far, and I've run a number of them, I'm in that range that I mentioned. It could be also because of the RAM. This is the 6 gig version, like I said. And of course, besides the performance of this Dimensity 920, this phone is definitely stunning. Build quality is fantastic. Yes, it is a plastic build quality, but let's face it, you get a phone for the performance and you also get a phone because of the way it's been promoted. So it just speaks to this question. Are these ANTUTU scores that sometimes companies use legit? Are the scores that they share, they always seem to be done in these very kind of perfect settings and with certain devices. I don't know how they get to those scores, but hit me up in the comments, guys. Despite having this Dimensity 920, it's doing pretty well in my testing so far though. No serious bugs. I did pick up the MIUI 12.5 update as well. And overall, guys, you see the looks, the design. I have no issues with the looks, with the display, with the bezels, with the speakers. They do sound good. And the initial camera testing I've done here in day one, you could almost call it, of my testing of this Note 11 Pro Plus, it's been solid as well. Battery life, it's too early to tell. But of course, I know a lot of you guys were wondering about the ANTUTU benchmark. And so hit me up in the comments, guys. What are your thoughts on these benchmarks that companies put out there? Do you think that they're kind of doing a disservice by showing a test result that really can't be replicated by most users? Or do you think that in this case, you kind of like to see them show these really high scores near the end of the test? And do you like the fact that they actually kind of fudge the numbers a little bit and show a really high score that might get a lot of you excited about the release? Personally, look, 420,000, 430,000 is still an excellent ANTUTU score. And honestly, it's not going to change really the experience of the phone. It's still going to be good either way. Coming to the last one, here we go. And honestly, this phone is no different. I think the Redmi Note 11 series, the China series at least, is super exciting. And of course, we'll be curious to see how this does come to a global audience as this Redmi Note 11 Pro Plus China edition. So here we go, the moment you've been waiting for. What is the final ANTUTU score of this phone? Here we go. Took a little bit longer than I expected, but here we go. And there you go once again. 424,000, 125, 121, 73, 103. Yep, pretty much the same result I got every other time. So hit me up in the comments, guys, your thoughts and why maybe it is probably because of the RAM, or what are the reasons why I'm getting this kind of lower score on my Note 11 Pro Plus. But that's it for this one. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up. And if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for future updates. And stay tuned, folks. I'm picking up my Pixel 6 this evening. You know what? I'm going for the Pixel 6. And if I'm going to pick anyone, I'm going to pick the Sort of Seafoam, that beautiful green color. I can't wait to share my first look and impressions with all of you later this evening. So that's it. And this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one. And wrist check, wearing my Omega. There you see it. the Speedmaster date. Why isn't it not focusing? There you go. Speedmaster date on the Bond NATO strap. There we go. Oh man, there we go. There you go. Beautiful watch. And wow, cinematic mode, man. Doesn't want to get off my face here. Anyways, have a good one.